start the vlog here. It is Saturday morning. If you're new here, my name is Jade. I am starting to post vlogs about lifestyle, food, nutrition, exercise. I'm also a registered nurse. Anyways, I just got back from a walk. I got caught in the rain. Last quarter of the way it started sprinkling and then kind of started drizzling. And then it just full on started raining, so I just started running. So my shirt is all wet, hair like a drowned rat. Dinner tonight, I am going to make a beefy enchilada skillet. I seen it from Morgan Peterson. Made this on one of her vlogs, and it looked really good. I'm sauteing a red and yellow bell pepper. They're just about done, just until they're soft. So then when I cook it in the oven, they're not all so hard, because when it goes in the oven, it's just basically kind of to heat it all the way through. And now I have this bag of, I really like this fire roasted corn, this Bird's Eye one. I get it from Walmart, and it already has seasonings in it, so I'm going to go ahead and open it and cook it with the bell peppers. So I made my list of meal plan. I usually always do a meal plan. Maybe I don't stick exactly to it by the day, but try to make a meal plan up for the week, and that includes what I'm going to make for work. I usually, whatever I make on Sunday, I try to do whatever that meal is, try to stretch it to also my meal prep, so that I'm not making two separate meals, since I work Monday and Tuesday. So far, oh, and then the other thing to try to save money is shop your pantry first before you make your meal plan and your grocery list. Is try to use up stuff that you have in your pantry first, because it's easy just to write a meal plan and you're buying more and more food and you're not using the stuff you have. So I did see that I have some cans of beans, some pinto beans. I also, another thing, shop your freezer. So I looked in my freezer. I have some ground turkey that I need to use, so I'm going to make some turkey chili. So I already had the beans, already had the turkey, I already have the diced tomato. So the only thing I needed to get was the seasoning. So that helps. Tacos. We usually always do tacos on Taco Tuesday. So all I needed, I already had the meat. I just need to get the seasoning and the corn tortillas. We already have the rice, the meat. Just needed to get a canned tomato sauce, so then that helps cut down costs for that meal. Spaghetti. Already had the pasta, already had the meat. I just need to get the sauce. Chicken and potatoes. Already had the protein. Just needed to get a bag of potatoes. Ground beef, rice bowls. So like ground beef, a vegetable, and some rice. Or you can interchange that. You can change out the rice for sweet potatoes. I already pretty much had all that stuff already. And chicken and sweet potatoes. So like kind of like what I did when we went camping, is I cooked a whole bunch of chicken breasts, and I'm going to roast a whole bunch of sweet potatoes and put that in the fridge. And so that's easily to make up a bowl. You can do sweet potatoes, ground turkey, or not ground turkey, or you can do ground turkey, I guess, ground beef, cut up chicken. Now I'm going to add some taco seasoning. I'm using the Siepe brand taco seasoning, the mild one. On her recipe, it only called for 8, but I am doing more bell pepper, more corn, and more meat. So I'm, and I have more sauce that I'm putting in. So I'm going to do a little bit more tortillas, and I'll see how it goes from there. I'm just going to cut them in little triangles. Kind of like cutting a pizza. Okay. So I'm gonna sprinkle the tortillas in. We're gonna put in roasted corn and sauteed bell pepper. Good and incorporated. Get the tortillas down, mixed all in there, so they're not all stacked on top of each other. Now the tortillas will soak up the sauce, so you kind of want more sauce than you think you're gonna need. Safe pan. I'm going to cook it at 400 for like 20 minutes, basically until it's all, gives it a chance for everything to warm up. And pretty much it is warm, but like for the sauce and the cheese to melt. And I'm just going to put some Colby Jack. I have a little bit of one that needs to be heated up from Sam's Club. About a cup and a half of cheese. Now I'm just going to put the lid on it, and then I'm going to place it in my oven. Hello, happy Sunday. Good morning. I am in my garden right now, and I thought I'd give you a little garden tour. Okay, so right here is the entrance to my garden. So this is if you walk in. This is some corn right here. We planted that from seed. We kind of have corn going around the perimeter. Right here we planted some lettuce that never came up seed. I think what we did wrong is we planted it too deep, but live and learn. We're new at this gardening stuff. So here is another corn that's coming up. We planted some around here, but I think that's the only one. We got some marigolds. This is my Brussels sprouts. I've never done Brussels sprouts before. I've never really done a garden before. And so I think, I don't know, I need to research more about Brussels sprouts and how to grow them. I think I may need to cut some of these bottom shoots off. Here is my bell pepper plant. This is my cucumber. This cucumber I was actually pretty concerned about because when we bought it, they were kind of stressed. And now they're looking pretty good. I've got some flowers over here as well. They were just struggling, and then we had like a week or two where we got a lot of rain, and so they really just took off after that. We still have gotten a lot of rain. That's why everything's so wet, and I'm not watering right now. We have some corn back there around that perimeter. Here is my yellow squash. This is like my biggest one right here. It's about not yet the length of my hand. We've got some more coming off over there. That one, let's see, there's my bell pepper. This I took off because this one, when I bought the bell pepper plant, it was starting and it's got a hole under there and it has a little snail. That was because I put it on the ground. I'm just gonna throw it out behind there. Okay, so this one is looking really good. Let's see. Zucchini plant. I just harvested my first vegetable yesterday, and it was zucchini. It was, I think, right there, and I got 2 more that are growing. So this is grape tomatoes. I'm not sure what happened when we bought it. We bought 2. They were a good little size starter, and both of the tops got eaten off. My mom thinks it was probably a bird or something. But yeah, so that's coming along. See right here, this is what they looked like. Both of the tops got eaten off. Luckily, there was a little shoot that started, and the same with this one. This, I just kept it planted, and it grew. Here is my other tomato plant. This one also started from a starter. I do finally have some tomatoes growing for the first time, and there's some tomatoes over there. And then here is my corn. This corn is about knee-high right now. Let's see. And that is my little garden tour. I just got back from the store. This is not the best angle, but I put my tripod up and I just want to show you what I'm making for lunch, because this is something easy to pull together, kind of like making a sub in a tub at home. So what I'm using is Parmesan cheese. I have some lunch meat, so I'm using 2 ounces of the turkey breast in here. And I'm using some greens from the greens I bought from Sam's Club. Tomatoes that I had that I sliced up the other day for when we had rotisserie chicken sandwiches. I'm using this dressing. Ranch dressing has a lot of fat in it, especially if you just get the pure ranch dressing, which I love ranch dressing. I could eat ranch dressing on pizza, chicken. I mean, like ranch dressing, I love it, but it is very fattening, and so I limit my ranch dressing. I did find this one. It's by Bolthouse Farms Classic Ranch yogurt dressing and dip. It's 50 calories, but what I'm really looking at is the fat in here. There's 4 grams of fat for 2 tablespoons. So what I did was I weighed it on my scale. This scale I got from Amazon, and it's not very much, maybe, I think it was maybe like $8-9. What I like about it is it does grams, pounds, ounces, mLs, kgs, and I just zero it out after I'm done adding each ingredient. We'll zero it out, add the other ingredients in. The only thing left I need to do is I'm going to put some pepperoncinis in here. And then what I do is I just get clean kitchen shears and I just chop. I just chop it up. I have these banana peppers, so I'm going to use these. I'm just going to get a few out. Just for the sake of showing, I'm just going to add some cottage cheese, just so you can see. That's an easy way to get yourself a little bit more protein. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of red wine vinegar. And I'm just going to chop. And this is kind of like your own little sub in a tub. You can add some diced up avocado at the end if you want. And this is an inexpensive way for you to use up salad makings or sandwich makings. Here is the sub in the tub. You could add avocado on there if you want for some healthy fats. And this is the lineup of the ingredients that I did. And some salad. So for dinner this night, we were having roasted chicken in the oven, and I'm just pounding it thin so then the thickness is even, so it cooks all done at the same time. I'm just seasoning it. My usual seasonings I usually do is pepper, garlic salt, onion powder, paprika, and sometimes a little Italian seasoning tastes good when you're roasting chicken. I find this is an easy way to batch cook chicken
especially for meal prepping. If you don't want to grill it or cook it in the pan, it's just kind of a easy way, and you just got to season it, coat it in some olive oil. I was just spraying the pan down with some avocado oil, then I just lay it flat. This pan I got from Costco. I really like it. It's like Nordic ware. It's supposed to be like their air fryer pan. It allows heat to come up from the bottom, and I find that it cooks it pretty even, and the juices drain down to the bottom. I roasted the chicken on 375 for about 18 to 20 minutes. It all depends on how thick your chicken breast is, and I check the temperature for 165.
Now I'm going to saute some zucchini. This is a zucchini that we grew in our garden. This is the first vegetable that we actually have been able to harvest that's been edible. We had some bell peppers that I had to just cut off because like they had like an insect hole on them, so I got rid of that one. But this is like our first successful vegetable. A little bit of cowboy butter on these. It's a pretty universal seasoning. I get ours at Sam's Club. Just gonna put a little bit of onion powder. I kind of do the same seasoning on everything. Onion powder, paprika, pepper. Either the blend or cowboy butter is a good one, or I really like the Kinder's fajita seasoning. This one, but I'm almost out. I need to get some more. And I'm just going to let them saute. I'm really interested to see how it tastes. Since we grew it ourselves, if it's going to taste any different or if it's more flavorful. Let's check and see. I have been letting them sit on the stove just for a little bit, resting. Oh yeah, they're done. This is an easy way to meal prep chicken if you don't want to grill it. Okay, this is what I am packing for work tomorrow. This is leftovers from today. So we had some roast potatoes, roasted chicken, and I have some zucchini in here, some potatoes on the bottom, a whole bunch of cut up chicken and zucchini. So this is what I will be taking as my lunch tomorrow. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me today. Just kind of showed you some cooking and some budget friendly different food options. I try to do when I meal prep, or like meal prep for work specifically, is I try to keep it pretty simple. I try to just kind of do a carb, a protein, and a vegetable. Usually my carb source is either sweet potato, white rice, and then sometimes I do a regular roasted potato like we had tonight. The other thing is vegetable. I usually do broccoli. That's usually roasted broccoli or roasted green beans. And I will put those in my air fryer, or I'll roast the broccoli in the oven. And I find that to be a really easy thing. And I almost like I don't have to even think about it. It's like it's either roasted broccoli or roasted green beans, and it just makes it easier for me for planning. And then I just have to pick my protein source. My protein source mostly is either ground beef or chicken. But yeah, that's how easy it can be for meal prepping for work, home even. I say my biggest suggestion is just find something that you will stay consistent with. If that's not your thing and you don't like that, then find what you do like and then stick with that, and just make it simple. Make it like you don't have to think about it. You just already know what you need, what ingredients, and it's just kind of automated into your system. And I find that to be the most helpful for me to stay consistent. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, I work the next 2 days, and then I'm off for 2 days, and then I work and my aunt's coming into town, so that'll be exciting. So anyways, have a good day, and I will see you later.